Hola, mamacita. Hola, pendejos. Almost that time. Cinco de Mayo is near. Hope you have your tickets. You need tickets this year for Cinco de Mayo. Brian suggested Cinco de Mayo. Do's and don'ts. I need to give Brian a nickname. How about Cryin' Brian or Lion Brian? Because I bet you do both. Nayard. That's your name backwards. How about Brian Boitano? I don't know. You don't get a nickname. You don't get a nickname. Brian. Do these things on Cinco de Mayo. Learn Spanish. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Señor Jordan.
¿De dónde eres?
Moving on. Drink a Mexican. Beer. Drink a Mexican beer. Don't drink a Mexican. That would be weird. Tecate. Corona. Dos Equis. Drink tequila. Oh. Just saying the word tequila gets my gag reflex going. Oh. Drink a margarita. By this point, you should be drunk, or at least very much on your way. So now the fun begins. It's time to put on your gigantic sombrero. I need to get a sombrero. Get a game of touch soccer going with some friends. Soccer is the national sport in Mexico, probably. Wear green, red, or white, or preferably all three. Those are the colors of Mexico. Also, Christmas is just around the corner, so start a mariachi band. Grow a mustache. You should probably get on that now. Learn what Cinco de Mayo is all about and why we celebrate it. Stop being an ignorant American and learn something about another culture. In the state of Puebla, the date is observed to commemorate the Mexican army's unlikely victory over French forces at the Battle of Puebla. Oh, I'm not reading that from Wikipedia. I got a message, so I was just looking at that. Definitely take Ricky Martin's advice and live la vida loca. Get a piñata. See how many high fives you can give and or receive. High fives are grossly underrated, in my opinion. Fireworks and or guns. Play Uno, the card game. It means one in Spanish. Let's move on to the don'ts. Don't do these things on Cinco de Mayo. Don't do them. Don't. Just don't. Don't pretend to be Spanish if you're not. Especially if you're like me and you have blonde hair and blue eyes. It just doesn't work. Trust me, I've done the legwork on this and it's not gonna fly. Don't pretend to be Irish or think that actually being Irish will get you anywhere on this holiday. It doesn't. You had your holiday last month, so don't go to Tijuana. It's gross and very scary, and it makes you super drunk. Me in Tijuana is the same as Alice in Wonderland. Almost exactly the same. I remember a crazy cab driver that wore a hat. There was a talking cat, and a rabbit wearing a suit. And a lady in a red hat. Flashbacks. Don't get a sombrero that's too gigantic. I want you to get a gigantic sombrero, but not too gigantic. Nobody likes to show off. Don't live La Vida too loca. Ricky Martin had the perfect balance of living La Vida Loca. He knew what was too much and he knew what was not enough. He found harmony in his loca-ness. And finally, do not forget to set your clocks back. So that's it. Those are my do's and don'ts for Cinco de Mayo. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you hated it, just still give it a thumbs up. If you would, keep your comments and questions coming. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, if I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a challenge. Challenge. Goodbye.